What's up, guys? Miss here back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary. We're going to cover a raid today. This is a gameplay that I recorded on Tuesday morning, I believe. Um, if not Wednesday morning. Actually, I think it was Wednesday. Um, doesn't matter. It's old gameplay, but this is the first raid that we did. Now, the raid was started in the middle of the night. I work, so when I finally did log in and realize that the raid had been started at like 7 o'clock in the morning, it was already down to tier 3. Or not tier 3, but phase 3 of the raid. Now, me not knowing what I was looking at on the bar, I didn't realize that we were already in phase 3, so I kind of jumped in. I was a little excited. I didn't really read what was going on. I mean, I was focusing on what that guy was saying more than really paying attention to much of what was going on. I did take a look at how much damage everybody had been doing, and I was like, holy cow, people are already doing like over 1,000,000 damage. That's kind of nuts. So, um, I kind of took a look at what was going on. I did actually flip to the details tab and take a look at what each of the phases of the tier raid did. Now, obviously, I've mentioned it before. Units have an escape function now. It's over above the unit's icon down in the bottom left corner. And so I'm sitting here reading what each of these phases is. You're reading about what the Gamorrean captain's skills are, and dealing with how trying to think about, okay, how do I attack this? How do I approach this? Which character should I put in? And you'll notice that when we get there, that my characters, I actually did kind of build a team around the trying to beat the captain. So I sat here and I read through everything, and I didn't even spend any time reading through the phase 3 details. So I obviously wasn't going in here with the correct mindset of jumping in and building a team to beat the Rancor. As you can tell, I left Qui-Gon Jinn in and figured, well, I need to have that ability block, or not ability block, but buff removals in the tank. And I left Count Dooku in for his dodge. Went in, and immediately the first thing I noticed was, wow, I'm not hitting for near the amount of damage that I expected to. I also did not think to wait and use the door stun ability to stun him when his Devourer was off cooldown. So that was my own fault. I didn't think straight when I was thinking about that. Now, I did get a decent amount of damage in on this go-around, but I noticed that I needed to reevaluate what characters I took in and how to do more damage. He does a lot of healing immunity, and he does a lot of stunning. He does a lot of AoE damage, and of course he devours your characters. I've been bearing in mind that this is a tier 5 raid, so that is a level 70 Rancor, and my characters, most of them are level 70 plus with either 6 or 7 stars, and I'm still only doing the amount of damage that I'm doing. So here I went in thinking, well, I'll use Darth Sidious, go just big damage group, and didn't pan out so well for me. I also somehow knocked the Rancor down into phase 4 between my attacks and the other guildmates who were attacking at the same time. So I had to go back in to figure out, what was going on with tier 4. And he does a lot more damage. His cooldowns come off much faster, and so I realized that, hey, maybe I should just try throwing dots on him, see if maybe that helps. So I threw those dots on, and they were not hitting very hard. Each of those dots only did about 1,200 damage. So, the strategies that I figured out, I don't know how well I don't know really the best way to attack, other than just, going in and doing as much as you can, staying up as long as you can, and trying to keep those characters up. Um, this was kind of a trial by fire for me, so I kind of learned things the hard way. The guild actually decided to do a tier 6 raid today. They started that today, and holy macaroni, it's even worse. Not only the fact that I only have about 15, I just promoted a couple more characters. I only have about like 16, 17 characters at 6 stars, so my inventory for that was much smaller. You'll notice here that I'm using Anakin and Jedi Consular. I actually promoted both of them to 6 stars today, so I'll have them available for tier 6 moving forward, but tier 6 is a level 80 Rancor, and both of those characters are level 70. So, between having characters that are below the Rancor's level, and only maybe 6 or 7 stars, usually only gear level 7, maybe gear level 8 if I'm lucky, I was doing nothing. I only did like 76,000 damage today, and I used all of my attacks for the day. I gotta wait for my characters to reset, or refresh. So, I was pretty disappointed with how much damage I did in the raid overall. And I logged in later that day to collect my rewards, and I ranked number 26 out of everybody in the guild, so pretty much in the middle, right there in the middle. And you get guild currency, which you earn from participating in raids, etc. You get credits, that's all self-explanatory. Then you get gear. And I thought this was total and complete BS. They gave me 8 pieces of gear that I already had more than 300 of. I was kind of expecting to get gear that wasn't available anywhere else, and I was pretty pissed off about that. I mean, yeah, granted, I didn't invest a lot of time in this raid because it got done faster than I could blink my eyes, but still, we are working to unlock the raids. We work to earn raid credits, and then you get 8 pieces of something that you've already got 300 of? Come on. That's bull, in my opinion. Just absolute crap. The raid reward system, I know that players like Tiny Grimes have raised issues about the way that gear and rewards are doled out for raids. Raids are cutthroat, dude. You've got people, I mean, there were people that left their freaking guild over how much damage other people were doing, and, basically it turns the guild against itself because, oh, if you want that piece of gear that you're only going to be able to get from, oh yeah, one place, the raid, and only if you place in the top 5 or even top 3, you're going to have people just, it's going to cause a lot of resentment, it's going to cause a lot of problems, and in my opinion, only the strongest people are going to get those top spots, right? Okay, so those top spots go to the top players. The top players then get the top gear. The top gear never goes out to any of the lower level characters or players that actually need the gear to be able to compete with those top players. So now those top players are gearing other characters to gear level 9, while other people literally can't, because it's impossible for them to get the gear, get that gear to get their characters to gear level 9. So how is a person who's at gear level 8 supposed to compete with somebody who's at gear level 9 for gear? They can't. It's just, it's a faulty system that, I mean, I hate to sound like a freaking victim here, but I mean, it keeps the rich richer and provides no opportunity for I mean, there's basically zero opportunity for advancement. They need to seriously reevaluate how they dole out gear, and they need to figure out ways for people to get the gear that is impossible to get or very hard to get instead of giving people gear that's obviously easy to get. I wouldn't have 300 of that component if it A, wasn't used for anything, and B, was easy to get. Obviously, it's easy to get because I have 300 pieces of that gear. So why am I getting it out of a raid? Why? It's it's a waste of my time and my resources, in my opinion. If I can just farm that crap, then why am I going to waste my time in a raid? Waste my time, not doing light side battles or cantina or whatever, and wasting my crystals on extra energy for crap that, really honestly, I don't want to do. I don't want to be spending all of my extra energy one day on just a bunch of hard mode battles that I wouldn't be doing otherwise for gear that I'm already overloaded on and don't need. Yeah, no thanks. It really makes me not want to participate in raids. So, EA, Capital Games, I hope you guys take note. Fix the reward system and fix it quick, because you're going to have a lot of pissed off people if they're not getting the gear they need to actually compete and actually be successful. So, with that, I'm going a little bit of a brighter note here. I did just, like I said, promote a couple characters to 6 stars. I just finally got my Ahsoka Tano up to 7 stars. I had Ithkoth at 100 shards to promote to level 7 or 7 stars recently. So I just got the cash from Galactic Ward to promote him. So he's level 7 stars now. Ahsoka Tano 7 stars now. My Luminara, Barriss, and Qui-Gon Jinn have been 7 stars for a little while. So next time the Yoda event opens up, I'm going to have a 7-star Yoda guy. So I'm going to go ahead and record that and post that as well. So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. You guys have a good weekend. Like, favorite, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know about your first raid experience, what you think about the reward system and all that good stuff. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you later.